TIE Kerala President Ajit A. Muppan, the chair of the award committee of TIE Vivek Krishna Govind, Mr. V.K. Matthews, who has won the Lifetime Achievement Award, the other winners of this evening, and the very enlightened gathering who is present here for this evening. Namaskaram to all of you. Allow me at the outset to apologize for my delay in arriving here, which I couldn't avoid due to various reasons. Friends, let me start by appreciating the winners of the TIE Awards for this year. It's extremely delighted for me to be here present amongst you all, because I feel that you bring a sort of a fresh air to the whole atmosphere, the whole ecosystem. I see youth who are present here, who evoke optimism, of promises, and definitely something good to look forward. I'm also delighted to be here because of two reasons. One is entrepreneurship is a topic which is close to my heart. Second, I believe in the power of the youth, and I could see here that all of you who have been awarded are in that category. I would also like to mention and take note of the fact that all those who are awarded here, they appreciated the teamwork that has happened behind their efforts, behind their achievements. And they also appreciated the aspect of the family. That's the great difference that the Indian ethos puts forward compared to many other parts of the world. Friends, I see the spirit of Atmanirbharta, that is self-reliance, in all of you who have chosen the path of entrepreneurship and made a mark in your chosen field. My appreciation to all the award winners. You and your journey will be an inspiring tale to budding entrepreneurs. Friends, I'm glad to learn that TIE Kerala has been making efforts to transform the mindset about entrepreneurship among the common people, about being risky and non-rewarding. Even Mr. V.K. Matthews was telling about his experiences, into a vocation which is fulfilling, rewarding and worthwhile to pursue. Glad to learn that it has also been identifying and guiding entrepreneurs in sectors relevant to Kerala and that have competitive advantages for the stage, and facilitating conceptualization of viable ideas into commercial projects in these sectors and assisting in their commercialization. I appreciate the guidance and the mentorship extended to the new entrepreneurs. Friends, at the governmental level, that is the Government of India level, India under the able leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has taken transformative initiative to nurture the spirit of entrepreneurship in the country. Having realized the democratic potential, India has, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji rolled out his vision for an Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is self-reliant India. Programs like Startup India, Stand Up India have been launched to liberate entrepreneurship and innovation from the web of governmental processes and bureaucratic silos to create an institutional mechanism to promote innovation, to handhold young innovators and youth enterprises. The Narendra Modi government's approach has been to make India a global hub for skilled professionals and at the same time to make it an investment destination where both global and Indian businesses can thrive. I don't want to elaborate on the steps in that direction because I will be, for fear of elaboration, I skip the elaborative part. Government recognizes the ease of doing businesses as the single most important factor to promote entrepreneurship. It reformed the system in and out to break the shackles of red tapeism in approvals. The government's approach changed from being a regulator to a facilitator. The government of India is adopting a three-pronged strategy to boost entrepreneurship. One is reduction of compliances. Second is enhancement of capital and contract enforcement. India made rapid strides in the case of, if I mention about compliances, India made rapid strides in the ease of doing businesses ranking by the World Bank, rising to the 63rd rank. Today, starting a business is easier than ever before. Unnecessary compliances have been removed and a lot of permissions can be obtained online. The government also liberalized India's FDI rules across multiple sectors to facilitate investment in India. If you look at the job sector, there was a time when our bank credit accounted for a tiny share of their financing of the largest sectors which were giving the maximum employment. Most of them never got any bank credit. As Mr. Matthews also mentioned here about the difficulties that he had to face in getting bank credit. In other words, the most employment intensive sector of the economy was getting the least credit. To change this scenario, the government launched the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. That is to finance the entrepreneurs, to finance those who are going to employ the people, the employment providers. To achieve better contract enforceability, the arbitration law has been changed to make arbitrations cheaper and faster. The law would impose deadlines to resolve cases and empower tribunals to enforce decisions. The government has also come up with a modern bankruptcy code which will make existing businesses easier. This approach is implemented in states, I would say very proudly, by those governments which are ruled by my party, the Bharatiya Janata Party and its allies. That's why no industry has to move away from BJP ruled state. Government works with the mindset of an enabler, not an obstructor. The industry, entrepreneurs and small traders have to bear the brunt of the anti-development and anti-growth stances in some of the states like Kerala, unfortunately. Industry wants seamless engagement and a secured business environment where industries have the surety of functioning without disruptions of strikes. At a time when other states are laying the red carpet for businesses and industries, paving the way for development, it's still, I must admit, on this forum, that Kerala is still on the track of bandhs, hartals and Rasta Rokkos. Friends, India's startup ecosystem under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji is creating waves in the world today. It's constantly in an evolving mode. in a transforming mode and adapting itself to new situations. Where there were not even 500 startups in the country 5 to 6 years ago, today we have this number has increased over 60,000. This year of 2022 has ushered in even more possibilities for the Indian startup ecosystem. The unicorn wave in India is still going strong. One unicorn has been added every 5 days within the first 2 months of 2022. And India is expected to have 100 plus new unicorns in 2022. This could not have been achieved without the government's proactive approach. Friends, entrepreneurs of Kerala have been the great beneficiaries of the initiatives of the government under the Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji. The facilities, the positive support, the environment that has been created, all this have benefited. And I am sure that all of you know that during the pandemic, when the normal mode of communication was obstructed, we couldn't have the meetings to be held. We all depended upon the Zoom app. And that was the moment when the government of India came up with a challenge for developing such online platforms. And TechGensia, which is close to this place, Mr. Joy Thomas, he was the person who got the first place in the innovation challenge for online platforms. So Kerala has benefited, Kerala has the potential, but of course I know that there are many factors which pulls us back. But after seeing the gathering here, after seeing the efforts that has been put forward by the young entrepreneurs, the startups, the energy of the youth, the optimism of the youth, the values that you have brought to this environment, I am sure with the combined efforts of all of us, those who are sitting in this part of this gathering and those who are the policy makers, I am sure that Kerala also will be able to overcome these challenges, and in the coming days will be able to present a better situation, a positive situation, which will in a way change the image of Kerala from a state from where we have the largest number of job seekers going abroad to a place where we provide the largest number of jobs, because the Kerala youth, they have been successful wherever they went. They have been able to prove their potential. They have been able to exhibit their capabilities. There was a time when we used to say, in my college days, when somebody goes abroad, we used to term it as a brain drain. Government of India doesn't now view it in that sense. We view it in a different sense. We view it as a opportunity for the Indian youth to go abroad, to prove their mettle. They have excelled in every field of life, not only in technology, not only in medicine, not only in other aspects, even in governance. We have the heads of states and heads of governments who are of Indian origin in different countries across the globe. That shows the potential of the Indian youth. Now there was a saying that the globe is a marketplace. But India has proved that globe is a workplace where every Indian can prove his capability, where he can exhibit his capacities and see that he excels and leads the world. So this new scenario, that's the new scenario which has prompted the government to come up with a new education policy. Standing on our ethos, standing on our heritage, be proud of our heritage, but compete with the world. Bring in new technologies, train our youth to adapt to the emerging world scenario, and get them, provide them the capabilities to be leaders in the globe, to become real global leaders. That's the effort that the Narendra Modi ji's government has been involved in, and I'm sure that this event here is happening at a very opportune time. And in the coming days, the effort of TIE, I'm sure that will change the entrepreneurship startup environment of the state to become the leaders of the whole country and provide the contribution of Kerala will be recognized across the country. With these words, let me once again congratulate all the achievers of this evening. With these words, namaskaram to all of you.
Thank you, Honourable Minister, for reaffirming the government's support to the upcoming entrepreneurs. And I now request Mr. Damodar Avanur,